Hi, welcome to day 14 of the 30 Mixed Media Cards Challenge. All the cards are made using craft supplies you've probably got at home, no specialist equipment really. So I hope you can join us for all of them. You'll find in the description below on my channel or on the screen a link to those. And this is the card we're making today. So let's get started. I just want to let you know about the tag I use in this card. I've got some sheets with several tags on and you're welcome to them for free. You just need to pop over to my website, link on the screen and description below, and hopefully there's something you can like and enjoy in your card. So we'll carry on and I'll remind you shortly about being able to get the tags. We're just going to use an ordinary piece of card folded in half or a card blank, whichever you prefer. And then you just want to look for some pretty papers. You might have scraps, you might have full pieces like these, and then think how you want to cut them up to cover your card. So if you want to do a similar one to me, you are literally looking to just cut them so that you've got two rectangles that overlap. But then we want to put something on the back, on the card, so that it shows through in those gaps. We don't just want white rectangles. And then also we're going to use a tag. Now I've got sheets of tags that you can have for free. Be a link on the screen in the description below, so you can have a tag to attach to your card, and hopefully there'll be one you like there. So all I'm going to do to add some colour to mine is use some watercolour paint. You could use any sort of paint, you could use marker pens, pencil crayons, it doesn't matter, but I'm just adding some colour to those corners for a bit more interest, a bit more depth. That's what makes these mixed media cards, is just trying to use lots of different techniques, lots of different materials, and then simply put them all together in some sort of combination. So I'm going with a little bit of yellow and red here, just to add a bit of pop really, a bit of colour in those corners. And because it's watercolours and I'm doing them together at the same time, they'll just merge together a little bit rather than being really strong dots. But as you can see, it's just to add a bit of something that will show through, and then obviously let it dry. I'm going to stick the paper on with a decoupage glue, so it's basically a PVA based glue, simply so that I can stick it on with it, but then because it dries clear, I'll also cover it over the top, and then I'll be sure all the edges are stuck down securely, that they stay down, and that I don't get any problems that way. And you also often get a very nice effect on top. You could even get one with sparkles in if you wanted to. If you're enjoying this, can you give me a thumbs up so it spreads to more people? And then everyone can make lots of cards with their supplies. I'm keen for this series to be all about using what you've got. So do think about what I'm doing and adapt it. Don't think you have to go and buy watercolour paints. So you can see when it's dry, I'm thinking of putting that tag on the middle, but I think it needs the lace. So I'm just using some lace that I've got in my supplies. I mean, these are really good for using up small pieces you've got left from other projects. And it could be any lace. It doesn't have to be one with a straight edge like I've got here. You can get as creative as you like. But I'm going to just put one at the top and one at the bottom. I think it softens the bright red and yellow, making it blend in a little bit more, while still adding a pop of colour. And I'm going to glue those on in exactly the same way as I did the paper. So I'm just going to use the decoupage glue, put it on the card, and then stick the strip of lace over the top. And then if I think I need to, I'll just add a little bit on the top. Now it might be that your lace is held down absolutely fine, but you could put another layer over the top if you wanted to. I think mine's going to be held down okay, and I don't mind if there's a little lip up on the edge of the lace, if I'm honest. It's all about texture. So I'll just stick the bottom one on as well. And again, you can let that dry, or to be honest, you could just carry on and attach your tag. Now you could just stick that tag on, but I think it adds more interest if you hang the tag in some way. So mine's just going on the middle. There's not going to be a greeting on this card. It's going to be kept nice and simple. So I'm going to use some lace to bring it all together. So the lace just needs to be folded so I can get it through the hole, but I'm keeping it whole. It doesn't matter that it's a lot wider than the hole, it'll just open out nicely. And I'm just going to do a very simple knot just to hold it in place. I'm going to pull it tight on the tag, approximately tight. And then I'm going to just stick that down. So it'll look like a little bow on the top of the tag almost. Another thing you can use here that's really good is just a simple brown twine. That would look great. And again, I'm just sticking it on with my decoupage medium. And there we go. One completed card. So good luck with your card, and I hope you've enjoyed this.